Hey guys, stay tuned to see how I created these gorgeous 3D gnome Christmas nails. So starting off, I've already buffed all of the nails and applied base coat to them. And then I am going in with two nudes, which is number 762 and number 760 from Rargism. I'm going in, I do believe the first coat is 762. Let that cure, and then I'm going to go in with the second coat of 760 on top. And I'm only going to be doing that on the thumb and the pinky, as you see. And then the middle finger is going to be painted black along with the ring finger. And yeah, and then I'm going to let that cure. And then I've got out my glitter, my little glitter collection here. They're kind of like Aurora type glitter, and I picked this one just because I don't know. I thought it matched pretty good. And what I'm doing is on that pointer finger is the bottom part is gonna be glittery, and the top part will be a plaid. So I just lay a light coat of, you can use top coat or base coat, just lay a light coat down, and then I just dip my brush into the glitter and add the glitter on that way. I keep pressing down to make sure that the glitter is nice and flat so you don't have it where it's bumpy and lumpy. That's all I do. I cure it, and then I'll go in with top coat on top of it, and usually I'll buff it out as well, just to make sure it's nice and smooth. But I'm going in with the top coat to seal that glitter down. And then I am taking some red. This red is by Beetles. And we're going to lay down the red first to get ready for that plaid design. The thumb and the pinky will be a French. So starting on the thumb, I'm going to go in and do a French tip on that, and then do the pinky next. And now that that is done, I wanted to show you that if you don't have like a jelly black, this is what I do to make a jelly black. I do have a jelly black, but I just wanted to do it this way to show you in case you don't have one. You just take some top coat and mix it in with black until you get it to the consistency that you want it to be. Well, like how pigmented you want it to be. And then going in with a long liner brush here to try to get those lines as thinly and neatly and straight as I can. And you just take the jelly black and you start making lines across the nail in one direction like you see me doing here. And then I'll go back in and do them in the opposite direction to give that plaid look. So that is what I am doing here for the thumb and the tip of the pointer and the pinky. And as you can see, I just go ahead. It doesn't matter that you get the black polish onto the nude. Don't know if you notice, like you'll see me doing that. I just go in and clean it up at the end before curing. To me, that way I'm able to get my lines completely straight doing it that way. Especially like with the French, and you're trying to get the side done and on the two sides done, and you want them to match in the same area. So I just go and draw right on across atop the nude, and then just take a little bit of acetone on a brush and just wipe it off and clean it up when I'm done. So for the ring nail, I am going to be doing some bulbs, quite a few different bulbs, and they're going to be red. And so because the nail is black, I want the bulbs to be able to be seen. So I'm going to lay them down. I'm going to lay down white polish first. In the shapes, and you can do it with a dotting tool. It's what I was doing at first, but then I go back in with a brush, just to make sure that they're, nice and smooth lines, into a circle. But I'm gonna lay the white polish down first, let that cure, and then go back in and paint them red, and because that way you'll be able to see the red on top of that black. So for one of the bulbs, I wanted the background to just be plaid to kind of match the rest of the nails. So that's what I'm doing on the first bulb. And then I'm going to make a white snowflake as well on this bulb after I do the plaid and let that cure. The snowflakes that I like to do are, which you'll see in just a minute, is the dotted ones. I don't know how else to explain it. They're just the dotted ones. I think they look so beautiful and elegant, and that's why, like, you'll see me do a lot of those kind of snowflakes. They're really easy to do. Anybody can do them. They're just dots, as you see here, and then you just connect all the dots together, and you have a beautiful snowflake. And then in the bulb on the bottom, I'm going to be just drawing in like a white Christmas tree, just to give it, just to give a little designs on the bulbs. And then for the thumb as well as the pinky, I wanted to do the snowflakes as well, just to have some more snowflakes incorporated into this nail design that I came up with. So I'm going to do a snowflake on the thumb and a snowflake on the pinky as well. There's also going to be a snowflake, but it's not this type of snowflake, but I'm going to do one on the pointer that's above the plaid as well, just like a half a snowflake design. So that is what I'm doing here. So for the middle nail, this is the nail that's going to have the 3D gnome on it that I'm going to be doing, but I wanted to give something in the background instead of just a plain black nail that he's on. So I just went in and added some dots and like doing some little stars for the background for that nail. And for the gnome, I'm going to be using for the white, the Trippy Gel. It's by Nails by Dev. And then the other two are ones that I have gotten off of Amazon, which are just as good. They work just as good. I just didn't have any more white, and I wanted to try out her Trippy Gel. So it was my first time getting it, and I love it, but I needed some more white. White is one of the main ones you tend to run out of a lot faster from doing flowers and other things. So so here I'm starting to mold his hat. I just took a little bit of red and kind of smushed it out on my hand, almost into that shape, and then laid it down on the nail. And then I just take my tool and just continue to shape it like almost into like a Santa hat. So that's what I'm doing here. His hat is also going to be plaid too. I do go back in and draw the plaid on top of the hat. But yeah. So then I'm going in with the white now and going to lay down the beard, because you know on the gnomes it's like the only thing that's showing on the gnomes is their nose. So the rest of it is just literally covered with their beard. So I'm taking quite a bit of white and kind of molding it on the back of my hand, as you can see, almost into like a triangle, and like an upside down triangle. And then lay that down and patting it on with my finger to make sure it's, good and stuck on the nail. And then you just go in with the tool, and that's when I just start trying to just shape his beard however I wanted it. There I'm using a little bit of alcohol. You can use alcohol, you can use a little bit of acetone. I've used both. Neither one of them hurts it in any way. But there is where I was using alcohol, just to wipe off any, like, if you get like any like little fur or dust or hair on it, because white, you can see anything on it. So I'll take the brush and just kind of wipe it, and it gets that off. Once I got my shape down, I went in with my little blade here, and I start making like little grooves in his beard to make it look more like a beard, instead of it just being plain white, since the beard is like the most thing that is shown there. So I wanted to give it a little more depth and make it look more like a beard. So I just went in with the blade and kind of made a couple of lines through it. Then for the hat, to give it like the fuzzy look you see me doing, I just take tweezers and pinch the clay dough together really quickly with the tweezers. I'm sorry, I cannot talk today. I just go in and pinch it with the tweezers really fast, and it gives it like that fluff look. And then here I was trying to like make it look like, like little hairs are sticking out, just to give it more, look. But for some reason that one side, the right side, was just not wanting to cooperate as well as the left side. And it was just getting on my nerves. I think I just kind of left it as it was. And then here is where I'm going to go in with that black jelly and start doing the plaid design on the hat. Yeah. So then again with the beard, I'm going in with a little bit of gray that I just mixed in with some white and black since I had it on my palette. I'm going in with some gray, and then I go in with a little bit of jelly black too. And I'm just kind of going like in those lines as well that I cut earlier, to give it more of a beard look. And I'm taking those two colors and just kind of threading them in the beard, just to kind of give it a more like realistic type look. And then I also take like a dry brush and kind of pat it to just blend in those lines. I mean, that's what I had envisioned in my head to try to make the beard look, more more realistic than just a white slab laying there. So that's what you see me doing here. And then I do believe the last thing I do is his nose, which I just grab some nude clay that I have and roll it into a ball, pretty much, and like an oval ball, and just place it in between hat and the beard, and that's pretty much it for when you're doing a 3D gnome. They're pretty simple and easy to do. And then last minute, I kind of decided to pull out some of the green, and I wanted to do a little holly for the hat. So I decided to do that, which this was a little hard because the holly has to be really small because it's on his hat. So I just made a little holly to put on his hat, and it ended up turning out pretty good. So and to do that, I just make the leaves like you would when you're doing them on a nail, like for a flower, and then take your blade and go back in on top and like cut lines into those leaves. That's what I did, and then took the red and made really tiny balls to be the little berries. And yeah, I just wanted to add that to his hat to make it look even cuter. So there he is, all done. He's so cute. And then I'm just going to put him back on the nail stand with the rest of them. And then I'm going to go in with a little bit of white and finish that ring nail up, and drawing some lines to connect like the bulbs and things to give it just more of a look instead of just the balls just hanging there. And they have to have a line connecting them, so that's what I was doing here. And then I had started to add some like fake snow onto the bulb, and then I think for the other ones I do stripes across them, because the whole snow looking thing, I was gonna do it on all of them, but I just don't, it wasn't looking right to me, so I ended up just not doing that and just ended up doing the stripes. So now that the design is all done and I have finished that, I'm gonna go ahead and start adding the bling now, all my rhinestones and stuff. So I always go ahead and buff the area where I'm gonna put the rhinestones. It just helps, like with the glue, and it just helps like adhere the gems to the nails. So that's what I did for that. And then I used my Makartt rhinestone glue and just gonna go in and finish up this set by putting on the gems. So I will let you just watch that, and then I'll pop back in at the end. So now that all my gems are attached, I am going in with matte top coat and going around the gems and putting that down, and because I wanted to do a matte, since I just feel like matte looks better with the plaid. But yeah, that's all I did, except for the glitter. I did use top coat on that, but other than that, everything else is matted. And then here is the finished results. I think it turned out absolutely beautiful. And yeah, so I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.